Are you struggling with credit card debt? You're not alone. It's a common issue that affects millions of people around the globe. A silent struggle that often goes unnoticed. It's like a persistent fog, clouding our financial vision and making the future seem uncertain and daunting. Unmanaged credit card debt can lead to a host of problems. It's not just about the money owed. It's about the toll it takes on our lives. It's the sleepless nights spent worrying about repayments, the constant stress of juggling bills, the feeling of being perpetually under the weight of a financial burden. It's the ripple effect of debt, how it spreads into every corner of our lives, affecting our relationships, our mental health, our ability to dream and plan for the future. It's a heavy weight to bear, but remember, it's not a weight you have to bear alone. But don't worry, there are effective strategies to get out of this hole, and we will discuss the top 5 solutions. Scene script. First things first, understand your debt. Before we can tackle the beast that is credit card debt, we need to understand it. Not a vague idea, but a clear, detailed picture. It's like going on a journey. You wouldn't just hop in your car and start driving without knowing your destination, would you? So let's map out where we're headed. Your total debt is the sum of all your credit card balances. This is the big number, the mountain we're preparing to climb. It might be intimidating, but it's crucial to know the scale of what we're dealing with. Next, we need to look at interest rates. These are the sneaky little percentages that can make your debt grow even when you're not spending. Each credit card will have its own interest rate, and they can vary widely. For instance, one card might have an interest rate of 14%, while another could be as high as 22%. This information is usually found in your credit card statement or on your online account. Then we have minimum payments. These are the smallest amounts you can pay each month without incurring late fees. They're typically a percentage of your total balance, around 2 to 3%. But remember, paying only the minimum means your debt will take longer to pay off and will accrue more interest over time. So how do you gather all this information? Start by making a list of all your credit cards. Write down the total balance, interest rate, and minimum payment for each one. Most of this information can be found on your monthly statement or through your online account. If you're having trouble, don't hesitate to call your credit card company. They're obligated to provide this information to you. Armed with this knowledge, you can begin to strategize. You'll know which debts are growing fastest due to high interest rates, and which ones require the biggest minimum payments. This will be the foundation of your plan to conquer your debt. Knowledge is power, and understanding your debt is the first step towards conquering it. Now, let's dive into the first solution, the debt avalanche method. This strategy is all about tackling your highest interest debt first. That's right, we're going after the big fish from the get-go. Imagine standing at the peak of a mountain, armed with a shovel and ready to create an avalanche. In this scenario, the snow at the top represents your highest interest debt. As you shovel away, the snow starts to tumble down, taking more and more snow with it, just as you'll be chipping away at your debt. So why target the highest interest debt first? It's simple. The higher the interest rate, the more money you're paying over time. By focusing on this debt first, you're essentially stopping the biggest leak in your financial boat. This means you're going to save more money in the long run compared to if you were to pay off lower interest debts first. But like any method, the debt avalanche isn't without its challenges. It requires discipline and patience, as it may take longer to see progress. You might be shoveling for a while before you see the snow start to move. However, once it does, the momentum can help carry you through to becoming debt-free. So if you can handle the discipline and patience required, the debt avalanche can be a powerful tool. Next up, we have the debt snowball method. This technique is a game changer for many, especially for those who thrive on small victories. Just like a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering more snow and momentum as it goes, this method works by focusing on your smallest debts first. Here's how it works. You start by listing all your debts, from the smallest to the largest, regardless of interest rates. You then throw as much money as you can at the smallest debt while making minimum payments on the others. Once that first debt is cleared, you take the money you were using for that and apply it to the next smallest debt. This process is repeated until you've wiped out all your debts. The beauty of the debt snowball method is its psychological impact. It's designed to give you a series of small victories right at the start, which can be incredibly motivating. Yes, you're still in debt, but you're making progress. You're crossing debts off your list, one by one. This can provide a much-needed boost to your confidence, helping you stay committed to your debt repayment journey. While it might not save as much as the avalanche, the snowball method can provide the motivation some people need to stay on track. It's all about building momentum, and sometimes that's exactly what you need to crush your credit card debt. Our third solution is using balance transfer credit cards. Now, if you're wondering what these are, let's break it down. Balance transfer credit cards are like your regular credit cards, but with a twist. They allow you to transfer the balance from your high-interest credit cards to a new card with a lower interest rate, sometimes even 0% for a promotional period. This can be a game changer for those dealing with high-interest debt. Think about it. Instead of your debt growing larger and larger due to high interest rates, you're keeping it steady, maybe even shrinking it a bit. It's like putting your debt on pause, giving you some breathing room to tackle the principal. But here's the catch. And there's always a catch, isn't there? These cards often come with balance transfer fees. These fees can range anywhere from 3 to 5% of the transferred balance. That's why it's crucial to do the math and ensure the interest you're saving outweighs the transfer fee. Also, remember that 0% interest rate? Well, it's not forever. It's a promotional period which can last from 6 to 21 months. Once it ends, the interest rate shoots back up. So, it's essential to have a plan to pay off the transferred balance before the promotional period ends. Remember, this isn't a solution in itself, but it can buy you some time to pay off your debt without accruing more interest. The fourth solution is considering debt consolidation loans. Now, you may be wondering, what exactly is a debt consolidation loan? It's a type of loan that allows you to combine multiple debts into one. This means instead of juggling multiple payments each month, you only have to worry about one. But it's not just about convenience. It also has the potential to lower the interest rate you're currently paying. Imagine you're on a boat with multiple leaks. Instead of frantically trying to plug each one, wouldn't it be easier to fix them all at once? That's the idea behind a debt consolidation loan. You're essentially taking all your debts, regardless of their interest rates or due dates, and combining them into a single loan with one monthly payment. It simplifies the repayment process and can potentially reduce the amount of interest you're paying. But just like with any financial decision, it's important to do your research and understand the pros and cons. Yes, a debt consolidation loan can streamline your payments and possibly lower your interest rate. However, it could also extend the length of your repayment period, which might result in you paying more over time. This is why it's crucial to consider your unique financial situation and goals before deciding if a debt consolidation loan is the right path for you. Like balance transfers, it's not a magic bullet, but it can make your debt more manageable. Our final solution is creating your own payment plan. It's all about taking charge of your finances, and it starts with a simple step: budgeting. Yes, the good old-fashioned method of tracking your income and expenses. But don't just stop there. Set aside a specific amount each month, specifically for paying off your debts. This isn't just about paying the minimum amount due, but about paying more, chipping away at that debt mountain bit by bit. But here comes the tricky part: discipline. It's easy to stray from the plan, especially when that new gadget or holiday sale comes around. So, it's important to remind yourself of the end goal: a debt-free life. Consider setting reminders or using budgeting apps to keep you on track. Remember, the best plan is the one you can stick to, so be realistic but also be ambitious. It's not about depriving yourself, but about making smarter financial decisions. Here's to you, taking the reins of your financial future. So, there you have it, 5 solutions to crush your credit card debt. We've taken a journey exploring various strategies to tackle this common financial hurdle. First, we looked at the debt avalanche method, where you pay off debts with the highest interest rates first. Then, we delved into the debt snowball method, which encourages you to pay off the smallest debts first, building momentum as you go. We also considered balance transfer credit cards, which can buy you some time with zero interest. Then, we talked about debt consolidation loans, allowing you to combine your debts into one manageable payment. Lastly, we touched on DIY payment plans, where you take control and create a personalized payment plan that suits your needs. But remember, these methods are not magic wands. They require commitment, discipline, and action. You have the tools to conquer your credit card debt. Now it's time to put them to work. You've got this.